channel. You gotta decide what quality content you want to have.
Children are a gift from the Lord.
Oh my God, no.
Psalm 127:3. So Zarin,
Yes?
what's the topic of our video today?
Don't you want to say it?
No, I vote you.
The theory of emoji reproduction as depicted in the Emoji movie.
So what is this? What is this theory?
There was so much. I don't know how to explain it all in one. It's like crap. I don't know what to say.
So, in the Emoji movie, there are mothers and fathers, as depicted by the meh emoji's mother and father, and the child poop emoji's father. My question is, how do the gay emojis populate? Because there are only male gay emojis. And to repopulate, you need both a male and a female biologically. So where does this play come in? This also calls into question whether the gay emojis, which were not shown in the actual movie, are two separate entities of emojis, or rather one set of conjoined emoji, where it is biologically determined, where it is biologically determined by the sex of the individual, which would be thus two individuals pertaining to the gay emoji or the dancing bunny rabbits emojis, or one individual with one sex as pertaining to a conjoined emoji. By biological definition, every single living organism has a mother. And not every single organism has a father. So thus, asexual reproduction would then lead the emojis to only have a mother, but calls into question why Jean has a mother and a father emoji. Because there's no reason for marriage to be a part of the societal norm in the emojis if they populate asexually. Thus, you don't see mother and father bacteria emojis, because that would thus only have 50% of all bacteria in a clan be populating as mothers, and then fathers would just be there to do nothing. And so thus, the emojis could not populate asexually, and thus must have a sexual reproduction at full. And thus calling into question, if there are no male emojis, thus with the lesbian emojis, how do they populate without the sperm of another emoji? Which thus leads me to my conclusion. All emojis, whether being the gay couple emoji or the lesbian couple emoji or just the poop emoji, are one entity. So both of the people in the dancing bunnies emojis are the same emoji, only they're split into two bodies, and each one has an individual sex. So not all gay emojis are male. There are female gay emojis, such as the mother of every single gay emoji. And that's how it comes to be that gay emojis, or lesbian emojis, which are inherently one sex, actually populate sexually. But this also calls into question why they're so adamant about acting your own emoji. I mean, if they're in the emoji racism or emojistism of the culture, why is it so adamant that you're allowed to be a male princess emoji? And that is something so profound. It's only through the ideas of biology that we then realize that our own differences and our own preconceived notions come from either an economic or a biological standpoint, such as sexism, where sexism in modern culture only came because to sustain a population, the mothers or the female sex had to be distributed to one type of job, which was making children and raising children, while the males had to, because they're not bound for 9 months per child, go out and for 9 months, or for their entire lives basically, provide for the females of the clan. And thus, we never stripped ourselves of the biological differences that we started out with. And thus, that is why they are totally gender ambiguous, however you say that word, because it's a biological factor that just happens to be related to their physical shape.
And thus, we have deciphered that all emojis, whether being two separate entities, are just one organism. And we have deciphered that the culture of the emojis doesn't actually determine what your gender is by your sex. And so thus, transphobia does not exist within the emoji world. So I think we could learn a lot from Textopolis and its implications on the modern world, and how profound the statement is that the biological sex of an emoji does not determine its emological state. And so thus, in a culture so profoundly gender specific to a set ideal that you are assigned at birth and can not really get rid of, maybe we can learn a lot from a movie that has a 0% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Because maybe, just maybe, the sexual reproduction scale of an emoji can teach us a little bit more about our own world than we care to think. Crazy out.